Ajaw, Maltiox, Kukulkan, Maltiox, Nawal, Maltiox, Sakol, Maltiox, Bitot, Maltiox, Kahibaranan, Maltiox, Ukuskah, Ukusuliw, Maltiox. Welcome to Oh My Maltiox. Today is 1/28/22/2022. And today, according to the cosmos, according to the teachings of our ancestors, of our indigenous ancestors, our Mexica ancestors, we are anointed and blessed by the cosmos, blessed by the universe. Maltiox Saq'be. Maltiox nach 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 nach. Maltiox the space and time. Maltiox. We give thanks with Maltiox. And with a candle, we give an offering. And this is my offering to you as your Aqj'ij, your spiritual guide. So, today, we are beginning a new Trecena, new 13-day period. This Trecena is, starts off the flights. See, last Trecena, we just ended with Aqj'ij, which means the net, 13 net. We ended the Trecena of which is the steps forward, the sacred path, the movement, forward movement. Shikatayekana, adelante. So now we have taken a step. Before that, we were in Kawok. Kawok is like the sperm cell, the germ, the seed, the family, the unity, the creation, the procreation. So that's the sequence that we have followed, that we have been in for the last 2 months. And interestingly, in December, which is the end of the year, according to that calendar, in January, beginning of the year. So we ended the year with of 2021 with a birthing, a birthing in the family and the community after ending a long period of darkness within that. So after that, we took a step forward. These last 13 days, we took a step forward. And in order to be able to take flight, you need to take steps forward. It's impossible to move backwards to try to fly, unless the wind is just incredibly powerful and your wings are incredibly strong, and you are super light. Then you can just take flight in whatever way you need to. However, most of us have to take a head start, run a little bit, movement. So the first half of the Trecena of which is the moving forward, gave us that draft, that wind. And as we climbed up the pyramid, we were able to connect and take flight within those 13 days. We were able to fly down. Once we took flight after leaving the temple at the top of the pyramid, we were able to take flight and come back down to the base. And then with the draft of the wind, the updraft, we were able to go back and take flight in order to basically become what the old teachings of the Toltec and the Mayan and the Aztec and the Olmec talked about, which is man becoming God, man becoming air, spirit, and flying, taking flight. See, the idea of Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan is the idea of the feathered serpent. So the serpent represents our body from the belly button down, which is that which gives us walk on the earth. If you remember when you were born, you could not walk. You were stuck on the earth. So that is your snake right there, snake identity. You had to slither around. You had to learn to crawl. You had to just roll around the earth. And that was your first connection, your first steps on earth were by way of the slithering of the snake, of the serpent. Serpent in Mexica culture and in indigenous culture represents life. It doesn't represent anything else but life and the connection to life and the connection to the earth, the grounding. So once you get to a certain level, then you're able to utilize the top portion of your body, which is, in different cultures, it's considered, the chakras. Once you're able to get the kundalini, the atlachinoli, the wukusheb, all the way up to the upper triangle, which represents from your belly button or your solar plexus up, something that is from the heart up. So anyway, you need that heart to be completely light and powerful so that you can be able to move towards your throat chakra, all the way up to your third eye chakra and your crown to be able to take flight so that snake can become a feathered serpent and take flight. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzal meaning bird. Coatl meaning snake. Kukulkan meaning the same thing. So this Trecena is represented by Kukulkan. Kan represents the serpent, the snake, the backbone, the way that the pyramids are designed. It's when it hits the certain times of the year, you can see the snake crawling on the sides of the pyramid of Chichen Itza, basically to show the rising of the Kundalini, the rising of the Aqj'ij, the rising of the oxib, taking the flight. So after taking the steps in for the last 13 days, almost 2 weeks, almost 14 days, 2 weeks, we are able to gain strength within that movement, that draft, that moving forward, to be able to take flight into the Trecena of Khan. So right now we have entered the Trecena of Khan. Today is day 1, or day Hun. Se, which is in Nahuatl, it's Se. In Mayab of Kiej origin, it is Hun. So with Hun we take flight in the Trecena of I like to call it Matlatli Ye Tzolkin, because Matlatli Ye is 13 period, Tzolkin with honor, so reverence. So we are represented in this 13 days and moved and ruled and governed and assisted, however you would like to call it, with the power of Khan, the strength, the power, physical strength, the flight, right? The strength in your backbone that keeps you upright, that assists you moving forward. So that is the sign that's going to be with us for the next 13 days. So hold on, it's going to give us a lot of strength. And with each day, we are within the same 13-day period that is represented by Khan. However, the day changes. So it could be Khan, and then tomorrow is the day of the dead, I guess you could say, the day of the silence of Kame. So it would be Khan, Kame would be tomorrow, and then after that, after Kame, it would be Kiej or Manik, Kiej. So that basically is nature, represented by nature, represented by a deer. So it would be the power in nature. So the power with the silence, with the dead, those that passed away, the ancestors, and then the power with the earth. And then from there it goes into Kanil, which represents the seed, power with the seed, the strength with the seed, the physical strength in the seed. After that, after the seed, then we go into Toch. So we have the strength, the power with the sun, the fire, the strength, the power with the fire. And after that, we go into Tzi, which is represented by the authority, by loyalty, by the basically the ruling energy, the divine, the source, the gods. And so it is the power, the strength with the gods, in unison with this planet and with all the beings on this planet, the 4 corns and the 4 corners of the earth, the 4 winds. So 4 corns are the black corn, the red corn, the yellow corn, and the white corn. Those represents the four elements. It also represents the 4 races that are upon the earth, main races, primary, if you would like to say. So that is the day. Then we have the cross that we talked about last time, or the shield. I like to call it the shield. The cross, the shield. So on the east side, we are represented by which is the movement. Interestingly, the connection there, and we are represented by so it is to say that our energy is being powered by the movement. So even though we're taking flight already, it's a forward flight, and that is in the spiritual side. So in the spiritual side, we are taking forward movement, flying forward. The day begins at dawn the day begins at midnight, or dawn, some different regions, different people, different beliefs. Everything's connected though. So if you believe that dawn begins the day, when the sun rises, then the sun is risen, is brought in, is ushered in with Dihash. Then we have Akbu. Then we have Ish to bring the night down. So in the physical side, we have Akbu. So we are protected by the hunter. In the physical side, we can use the energy of the hunter to hunt in the physical side, in the material world. And in the south, the way I like to call it, in the south, which is the sunset and the moon time, ichief time, we are protected and also ruled and assisted by the Aqj'ij, the Ajaw, which is the supreme being. Every sign on the Cholq'ij, on the Tzolkin, is a supreme being, is in a spiritual guide. So we will have, basically backing us up tonight, we will have the spirit of Ish, which represents the female, feminine energy, the divine feminine, the jaguar, the female jaguar, the magic, of the woman. And you gotta have love for the women, because if you remember, before you were born, you were inside a woman. So everyone incubates inside a woman. That's how beautiful and powerful that woman is. Woman gives us the life. So you have to respect the woman in order for you to have respect for the earth, for the universe. The universe is, right? It's feminine. The earth, feminine. The moon, feminine. So in our world, men, we are governed by women, by feminine energy, divine feminine energy. So we have to give respect always and reverence to the woman. Without the woman, who's going to hold the babies? Who's going to hold our seed? Who's going to receive our seed and make it grow? Woman is the fertile soil. In other beliefs around the world, there's a belief that the woman is the earth and the sun is the god, right? So men are called gods, women are called earths. It's a similar concept within the Mayan community and the indigenous community of this Ishachilanka Mexica. So that's who's going to be with us tonight. The feminine energy, the divine energy is going to be with us tonight, bringing in beautiful vibes, magical vibes. So connect to that tonight, to be able to transcend into tomorrow. Okay, so tonight we'll end with Ish. Tomorrow we'll wake up with Kawok, the family orientation, the family, the spermatozoid, the seed. Okay, so tonight the feminine energy. Tomorrow we wake up with the seed. And in the east side, Ach, which is the pillars. The pillars, or the garden, or the structure, the infrastructure, will be able to assist us in the spiritual world. And Emosh, which is the water, will be able to help us in the physical world, in the physical material world, water. So that's for tomorrow, and then the following day it continues. Basically, you move forward. It's always within the Cholq'ij. It's always a movement forward. So there's no backward movement. There's no looking back, unless it's to look back and learn from the past to be able to not make the same mistakes in the future. And we learn from those mistakes because in reality they were just learning. It is all learning. So keep moving forward. It's all you can do in life. It's the best thing you can do in life. Keep moving forward. No matter where you are in life, no matter what you're experiencing, keep moving forward. Shika Tayakana. Tayakana for everyone. Tayakana for all the 4 corners, for all the 4 races. Tayakana for all the people of the world. Tayakana, the way we connect and the way we move forward is by giving reverence to Wukush. Wukush ulew. Wukushkach. Wukush ulew, which is the heart of the sky and heart of the earth, which is part of us as well. So that's the Quetzalcoatl, that's the Kukulkan. Our heart of the sky, which is the upper temple, the upper triangle. Our heart of the earth, which is the lower triangle. Wukushkach, Wukush ulew. That's what we give thanks for. Give Maltiox is thank you. Maltiox, Wukushkach, Wukush ulew, heart of the sky, heart of the earth. Maltiox. So we're going to keep moving forward in this Trecena. We're going to take a flight, forward flight in this Trecena. So I wish all you well. Shpowalme, Tayakana for everyone, and Watzin Tlawili for everyone. Watzin Tlawili Istar, white light for everyone. Right? As a light is light, but white light is the most powerful light. So then you bring in the rainbow, Kosamalo, and you bring in a white light or a rainbow light. Now you're really doing some things. Now you're really clearing the path. Because remember, to me, all the spiritual forms that are positive in white light and assists us in becoming better people and having peace, are all connected. You could be in India, you could be in China, Asia, Russia, you could be in Africa. As long as it's positive, for me, it is very similar, and it is united, and it's connected, and it's part of some call it 12 tribes of Israel, some call it the four corns, the four corners of the earth. So here we are, moving forward, taking flight. So after taking flight, then I'll see you on the next show so we can explain what we do with the next Trecena, the next 13-day period, next Matlatli E'ehecatl. Until then, thank you very much. My name is iChief Tepeyolotli E'ehecatl. I am your guide and everyone's guide and my own guide, and I give thanks to Saq'be, Sacred Road, for assisting me and moving me forward. I give thanks to my ancestors and the viejos abuelos, the tatas and the nanas, the grandparents that have assisted us and passed on this knowledge through the word, to be able for it to get to us in this space and time right now. So some believe that our nations are thousands of years old, thousands of years in the making, and some believe, tens of thousands. So this is very sacred knowledge. This is very sacred wisdom. It should be respected and basically uplifted and passed on. It needs to stay alive and be passed on. The feather work, right? Shiwi, the ilui, the stones, the dead body, right? The fire, the tekor, fire. I need to light it again. The masa, the energy of the masa, the energy of the word of the birds, the Kame, the energy of the stars, the Shuchime, the energy of the feminine energy, the flowers, Shuchime, Wawilme, the trees, the energy of the trees. It's all connected with us. We give thanks to Sukamati, no one Paula, no te machtiani, no Sukamati. Thank you. Sukamati, Kinichahao, Sukamati, Nestle, Sukamati, Quetzalcoatl, Sukamati, Tlalo, Sukamati, Yuan, Naui, Sukamati. So we give thanks that way. Now what? Noah, evening time. So we give thanks to Tashpan. Tasukamatik Tashpan, Tasukamatik Oposhmaita, Tasukamatik Kampa, Tasukamatik Maipa. Give thanks to the north, east, north, west, and the south. We give thanks. We can go east, south, west, north. So, however you feel it is important to you. You have so many different tribes, and pretty much it's connected with the same foundation, but let's not have any argument based on what is the truth, what is so many religions, so many spiritual forms. Why fight about what is the truth, what is that? That's what you believe, that's okay. You believe that, you go that route. If it works for you, that's all that matters. It's not about we're right, they're wrong. It's about, does it cause positivity? Does it assist people? Does it assist people to get better, to make greatness in their life and in their community and for the earth and for the universe? Then it is accepted. Maltiox, you want Ajaw, Maltiox.